Hi, good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be doing a Warhol-inspired self-portrait. We're going to be using Photopea for this assignment, and let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is make a new project. So I'm going to click New Project here. From this screen, we want to name our file, and we also want to change the width and the height to 10 inches. So usually this defaults to the pixel px, so we're going to change this to inches, and the width and the height should be 10, and our DPI is 72, which is great for the computer. Next, we're going to click Create. So we should end up with a square white background. The next step we want to do is open up our photograph into our background. So to do that, we're going to click File, Open and Place, and then we're going to select the photograph that we've downloaded. So this is my photograph here. And your photograph should appear covering the entire background. If it doesn't, you might want to click the anchor on the side corner of your image and click and drag it so that it fills your background entirely. Once I've done that, I want to get rid of my background here. So to do that, I need to click my my object selection tool. So this tool, you may have to right click it. The default is the object selection, and we want to go to quick selection. So right click it and go to quick selection. Once that's selected, now we're going to click on the person in your image. Once you click on it, you will probably get a pop-up that says Smart Object must be rasterized first. Rasterize. Yes, we would like to rasterize that object. So next we want to select the person. So the selection tool may be very sensitive. So you just want to kind of click and drag it along the edge of your picture. And if it's not perfect, that's okay, because we're going to get to how we do that. There's also these buttons at the top left, and you can click on the minus to kind of get rid of a selection, or the plus if it's missed part of the selection here. So I'm going to click on the plus because it missed some hair here, and then it selected too much up here, so I'm going to click the minus and then try to refine that a bit more. Once it's to my liking, then the next step I'm going to do is I want to clean up this image. So I'm just going to take this away. So then how to do that is that you're going to need to click on a layer mask. So in order to do that, my layer mask is down here. And it looks like this square with a circle in the middle. So that creates sort of a clipping mask. And then now you can see on your layer, you have another sort of side image here, which has taken away the background. But I still have all these jagged edges, which is not what I want. So what I want to do here now is go and clean up these edges. So we know that for the clipping mask, we know that black conceals and white reveals. So we're going to actually use our paintbrush to clean up these edges. So what I want to do is I want my color to be white because I want to reveal some of the edges here. So your color picker, the bottom left, should have white on the top. And these, if you put your cursor right to the corner, there's black and white squares here, and that's how you can change these to white and black, which is a default. Next, I want to go to my paintbrush, and I can control the size of the brush up at the top left, and I also want to use my magnifying tool here to really zoom in on the edges. So I'm going to click that and then click my image and go back to my paintbrush. And then I just kind of want to do a nice edge here. So as you can see, as I'm doing it with my white brush, it's revealing some of the hair here. And I can just smooth out this edge here. Okay, if my color was black, then it would actually take away some of this. So I want black, so I just clicked on the lower left-hand corner to change the position of the white and black, so the black's on top now. And now I can go in and this will take some of this out. So it's almost like acting as an eraser. I'm just going to clean up my edges here. And you might have to go back and forth a few times until you're happy with your image. Okay? So I'm going to do that all along the side. Oops. So if you make a mistake, you can always press Control Z, and that will take you back a step as well. If you need to move your image around, you're going to want to use this hand tool because this will allow you to move your image without altering the actual background. Okay, I'm going to go back to my paint tool, and remember, black conceals and white reveals. So I'm going to use my paintbrush here, and I'm going to take out some background here. Okay, this is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm going to zoom back out. There, now I have a really good image to work with. So the next thing I want to do is click on the photo part of this layer, and I'm going to click Layer, New Adjustment Layer. So I'm going to go up here to Layer, and then I'm going to go to New Adjustment Layer, which is down here. And then from here, I want to go to Threshold. And then you end up with an image that looks like this. And you can adjust the quality of this image by using this slider. So I want just enough detail, and I don't want to blow it out, so I don't want to lose a lot of detail. So I'm thinking this is a pretty good level. You might want to go back in at this point and clean up some more edges, but if you're happy with it, the next thing you're going to do is click this this threshold layer, right click it, and go to clipping mask. Okay. The next thing you want to do is go click on your photograph part here, and you want to change the layer style. Right now it's normal. You want to change that to linear burn. So let's go here. It's right here. And this will allow us to color the image. Okay. All right, so now the next step you want to do is create a new layer. So there's a shortcut here on the bottom, which is create a new layer. So I want to make sure this layer is underneath my photo. So this is what it should look like in the layer palette of your screen. This is kind of the fun part now, and this is where you get to color. So you want to pick some really bright colors. You can look at the Warhol Marylands for some inspiration and just color away. So make sure that you choose your color using the color picker. You go to your paintbrush now, and you can now go ahead and color that. You change the thickness of your brush up at the top left, and then you can go ahead and color. And it should look like this. So as you're coloring, the black kind of shows through. And you go ahead and you color the whole image. Okay? And now I'm going to do part 2 of this demo. The longer you take to color this, the more effort you put into it, the better it will look.